Good evening, everyone. Hi, I'm Pat Murphy. I'm the Chief Relations Officer at United Community Options of South Florida, and I am so excited to welcome all of you to our Perfect Pairing Chef Tasting event tonight. The COVID-19 has affected everyone in different ways, but tonight we're going to take an hour and just have fun. It might be a little bit more since we have tequila and wine in the bag, but we're going to be with you for an hour, and we're excited because we sold 158 dinners. We delivered them today, and we delivered them from Homestead all the way up to Jupiter. We had 11 volunteers who were the delivery people. You all know who you are. Thank you so much. It was a combination of family, friends, board members who all participated in the delivery. So everyone should have all their stuff, and we're ready to rock and roll. Tonight you can see me, but we're not going to be able to see you, or we cannot hear you at all either. So let's be relaxed. Some of you may be in your PJs, Lenore. Some of you may be in your birthday suits. Some of you may be in your gala outfits. But whatever you are, it's going to be a comfortable, fun night, raising awareness and raising money for United Community Options of South Florida. We're going to start with our specialty drinks in a minute, and then we're going to have some wine that's going to be described by an awesome gentleman from Italy, and then our one and only Chef Lenore Nolan Ryan is going to come on, and throughout the night you're going to meet our UCO families and the individuals whose lives we will be touching. So without further ado, it's my pleasure to welcome United Options Chief Executive Officer, Miss Linda Gluck.
From our family to yours, welcome to United Community Options of South Florida's Perfect Pairings. My name is Linda Gluck, and I am CEO of United Community Options of South Florida. Thank you for attending tonight. We have a fun event planned ahead. Before we get started, I want to share a little about how UCO has been affected by COVID-19 and the efforts we make daily to keep our clients and staff safe. If you are new to United Community Options, we are also known as United Cerebral Palsy and have been providing services in Miami, Broward, and Palm Beach counties since 1947. We serve over 2,000 individuals with intellectual and developmental disabilities in the Tri-County area. We have 39 residential group homes, 4 intermediate care facilities that serve 96 adults, early intervention preschools, a charter school, a private school, and provide adult day training, advocacy, respite, and community-based programs. While many large for-profit businesses receive millions of dollars through the CARES Act payroll protection program, United Community Options of South Florida did not receive a single dollar. We were excluded from that protection because we employ over 500 staff that are working 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to protect the health and safety of our vulnerable clients. The reality of this pandemic has hit UCO and the South Florida community particularly hard. Despite every effort, we have lost 9 clients to COVID-19, and the battle is not yet over. With your generosity this evening, we will purchase life-saving personal protection equipment, which is costing us $10,000 a month for all 3 counties, technology for our early intervention programs, and tablets for our adult day training programs. Please note that every donation amount counts and will be used to enhance our programs. Thank you again for joining.
Thank you, Linda. Thank you, Linda. And as she mentioned, COVID-19 has affected UCO tremendously. We've had 92 cases in our UCO family since March. But thanks to our amazing staff, we're making it through. They are our true heroes, superheroes in this battle. So we are so grateful for those who are on the front line working every day with the people that we serve. Believe it or not, to protect the UCO staff, we spend $10,000 a month on personal protection equipment. But thanks to events like this and your help, we're able to continue what we do because these items were not originally budgeted. So Thank you for that. This event would not happen without the hard work and dedication of many folks, but I have a couple that are going to be live with us that I'd like to introduce you to. David Perez, he's the Assistant Director of Development. And then I have two folks who are behind the scenes, and they're Melissa Foster, who's running the questions. There's a questions bar in on your computer. Please chat with us through that. We'd love to hear you. As I said, we can't see you, but we want to hear from you and how that food and drink is. So communicate with us through the question box. So David and then Stephanie, who's also behind our scenes, and they have been tremendous in the effort and energy they put to make this thing happen. Thank you all. And the other person I want to introduce is Lenore Nolan Ryan, the famed chef. And she's really what this is about, because the food, we've tasted a little bit of, I must admit already, and it's wonderful. And Lenore, hi David.
Hi Pat.
Hi Lenore.
Hi there, how are you?
Good, real good.
I know, I get to eat my own food tonight. That's really exciting for me.
That's awesome. And I cannot believe that you started this culinary career of yours and your first restaurant at the age of 19. Is that right?
You know, when you're 19, you are fearless. You know, what was I going to do? Fail?
No way. No way. And now you have your business on Gulf Ocean Mile, which is tremendous, and you're doing a variety of themed pop-up dinners that I've been to a bunch of. Your brunches, I know I was at the Mother's Day one on those, and Father's Day ones that you've had, and happy hours, wine pairing, just cool stuff. So check out Lenore if you haven't already.
It's always it's my passion, it's my pleasure, and you know how much I love you. So that's why I'm here tonight. It's about community, it's about spirit, it's about giving back, and I am honored to be here with you tonight. Thank you.
Back at you, Lenore. Thank you so much. How are you, David?
Good, good. You ready for a fun night?
David is always good, isn't he? David is always ready for a party. Look at those balloons back there.
I'm ready.
Ready for a party.
I am ready for a big party. Thank you, Pat, for the introduction. Very happy to be here tonight with you all. Thank you for your continued support. I would like to thank Hubbard Radio, travel host for Greater Fort Lauderdale, and also Big Mouth Girls for your continued support through all of our events and for helping us promote this event through all your social media platforms. As you guys you guys all received an email, most likely earlier in the week, and for our silent auction, we have an amazing online auction this evening, full of great events, from restaurant gift certificates to sports memorabilia. Great stuff from we have signed from Kobe Bryant. May he rest in peace. Michael Jordan, Lionel Messi. Beautiful artwork from George Rodez. Get on there. You should, if you're not on there, it's Ready Set Auction. The link is on our chat box, so you could get on there and register your account if you haven't already. Also, for the whole evening, you could, if you want to make an additional donation to UCO, you could text donate.uco to 77948. Once you text that number, it'll push you to PayPal, and from there you could do any donation you wish. I'm ready to get this party started. Are you, Lenore and Pat?
I am so ready to.
I am ready to get this party started.
Ready. Oh my God.
I would like to thank Proximo and RNDC. Proximo and RNDC, thank you. I hope you guys have your tequila ready. Our specialty drink for the night is Coconut Crusher. Let's get it ready. Cesar Torres.
Woohoo! Andale.
Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Cesar. I'd like to start off by saying thank you for supporting UCO. I truly hope you're enjoying the experience this evening. Today we'll be preparing at home a refreshing, easy to make cocktail at home called the Coconut Crusher. we'll be using fresh lemon juice, pineapple juice, Pairings blood orange bitters, and 1800 coconut tequila. Let's get started. First of all, let's chill our glass. Put some ice in the glass, set it aside. Now we're going to start building the cocktail. We'll start building the cocktail with the non-alcoholic items first. We'll do a 1/4 ounce of lemon juice. We'll do 2 ounces of pineapple juice. We'll do 1 ounce Pairings blood orange bitters. Then we'll finish off with 1.5 ounces of 1800 coconut tequila. Once you have all your ingredients in the shaker, add ice. It's about a scoop and a half. Cover your shaker. Make sure secure, then sort yourself. Shake about 10 seconds. Once you're done shaking, go back to your ice glass, dump it out, put some fresh ice in it. With your strainers, serve. And garnish with some pineapple leaves. Now here's the best part. Enjoy. Cheers.
Nice. Cheers, everyone. Cheers. And while you're making your own coconut crushers, we're going to turn our attention to Craig and Ann Steinhardt. These are longtime parents, supporters, board members at UCO. They are 2 of my most favorite people on the planet. They'll get mad at me right now, but they were 2 of our delivery people today. Whether it's delivering dinners, and Craig delivers food once a week since the pandemic to Palm Beach County for us. They have a great story, and they're truly hold a special place in UCO's heart, and they are here to tell you their story. Ann and Craig Steinhardt.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to UCO's Perfect Pairings. We're the Steinhardts, Ann and Craig, and we are very, very happy to have you participating. We've been involved with UCO, formerly UCP, United Cerebral Palsy, for many, many years, probably 40 now. And Ann will tell you a little bit about why we got involved and what a great organization it is. But again, we welcome you. We have a great menu, as well as some beverages, alcoholic beverages, of course, involved, and we hope you enjoy it as much as we're looking forward to. I'll turn it over to Ann, and she'll tell you a little bit about why we got involved.
Hello. The reason we got involved in the first place is because our son, Jeremy, was born with cerebral palsy, and for 1.5 years or so I floundered. We were at Easter Seals where he got wonderful help, but eventually someone told us about a preschool program starting at United Cerebral Palsy in Broward. He was enrolled, and it was nothing short of miraculous how your organization helped us. They taught me, first of all, that I needed to be stronger with Jeremy. I needed to be, let him do things for himself, teach him how to be independent, and that's what they taught me. They used to pick him up in a little minibus. Miss Nora was his driver at the time. Pick him up in a little minibus, took him to school. He was there from 9 to probably 2 each day, took his little lunchbox, and they taught him wonderful things, and they gave me a breather. It was like a godsend for me because I could relax, because it's quite an experience when you don't know everything you're doing and going from doctor to doctor. They helped me calm down. They had everything there: physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy, and mommy therapy, because they made me be strong with him. They didn't let me relax to the point where I was giving him so much, doing too much for him. They taught him that he needed to dress himself, and they showed him how. They potty trained him for me, and he's still potty trained today. Jeremy, however, is one of the more fortunate children who went to United Cerebral Palsy. Jeremy was able to walk, talk clearly. Many of his classmates were not, and probably are not still today. And there's so many people that are not able to live on their own. Jeremy's now married and happily has a job, but so many people will either be in group homes or living with their parents forever. They need help. We need your help. We need these programs to continue because they're important, and it's not offered in other places. The government doesn't offer these programs. This is where you need to share your help, share your wealth if you have it, and get your friends involved. This program is the most essential thing for this neighborhood. It's not just cerebral palsy. We have students with Downs and autism, so many other issues, physical issues with children. Please be a part of it. Keep these programs running because they're the most essential thing for these children and for their families. Thank you.
As with most nonprofits, funding is always an issue, particularly with UCO. The present environment in Tallahassee is not actually great for funds. So anytime any of you out there or any of your friends can help with UCO, it would be greatly appreciated. We have a number of events going on every year, and we'd like you to help by participating in any of these. So I thank you all for joining us tonight. We hope you have a great dinner. I'm looking forward to it, and I'll take care. Thanks very much.
Yay, Ann and Craig. They're the best. And I did want to give a shout out to a couple folks who have been instrumental in this event as far as their sponsorship. Optum Consulting and Maria and her staff. Maria bought 24 dinners for her staff and their families. So that's just awesome. And also Park Shore Pharmacy. Hey there to all you guys. Yep, we love you. Thank you for your support. Bob and Kristen and Steven and Josephine. Thank you guys. And Molly Hine and a board member and her husband, Brian. And also we'll mention some more folks as well, but our Pompano volleyball group has always supported our events, and we thank them as well. Thank you, thank you. All right, Miss Lenore, I think we need to eat. Well, where did our Miss Lenore go?
I don't know where she went. Where'd she go?
Yeah. I wasn't sure if I was the only one that couldn't hear her, David. Could you hear her?
I couldn't hear her at all. I think it's
well, we don't have Lenore, but that doesn't mean we can't start with your first menu, right? We got your cheese plate and crackers, and we're going to try to get Lenore back. Oh, there she is. Oh, David. Lenore, we can't hear you.
There, I'm unmuted now. How's that?
You're here.
We can hear you. It's much better creating these menus and putting it all together than this kind of, this technical difficulties. So anyway, here we go.
No longer. Here you are.
Here I am, and that's all that matters. And there you are, all 158 people that are supporting the UCO tonight, and it is my passion and my pleasure to be with you tonight. So I just want to share with you, because I didn't do this before, but I have been with you for a very long time, even before this. So here I am, Lenore Nolan Ryan, with my 2016, right? Here we are.
Wow.
And I'm here again tonight, 2020.
United Cerebral Palsy, our name back then. Yep.
That's right, exactly. So here we are, and let's get started. So putting this together, you know, the dolcetta is the wine is a casually serious Italian table wine for every day. So how do I put together these beautiful, beautiful cheeses for you to enjoy? It's almost like it's an open palette, you know, it's like a canvas. So let me create for you what I want you to taste as you are tasting, and you may still be on the tequila, which is absolutely fine. So let's get started with David, everybody. I'm going to have a little sip myself before we get started.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you.
Yes.
You're with me now.
I'm sticking to the wine.
See, we're all in different courses, but we're all in the same mode of UCO, and that is we are moving forward in that. So we have a beautiful little French cheese, which is a goat cheese with blueberries and cranberries. So that is our French, we're doing French there. We've got a French brie to your right, all right, and that is a triple creme. What does triple creme mean? Triple creme means the amount of butter fat, but don't worry, because there's no fat, calories, or cholesterol in our dinner tonight. You are free. Don't worry about that. So we have this beautiful little French brie, triple creme, which means 75% butter fat, but that's the creamy texture that you want to enjoy. Then to the left of the blueberry goat cheese, we have a delicious, this is an English cheese, and the English cheese has a little bit of apricot. So it's kind of a cheddar apricot blend. And you also have a dried apricot to enjoy with that. And then topping it off is our cheddar. Now the cheddar is a local cheddar. The cheddar is from the Hawthorne. Are you eating that, David? I can see that mouthful. Delicious. The cheddar is from Hawthorne Creamery. That I wanted to bring in something local. Hawthorne Creamery, and I think that we should take a field trip. Maybe we'll do that next time. We'll take a field trip. Hawthorne Creamery is in Gainesville, and they make the most delicious cheeses. This is a family-run, three-generation. Very nice. Right?
Yeah.
It's fabulous. It's really fabulous. So the cheddar. And then we have our mango chutney. We have a little bit of arugula. We have some tomatoes. And you know, tomatoes are fruit. We don't think of it as fruit, but tomatoes are fruit. So we have our tomato, our heirloom tomatoes. We have the cheeses. We have our little biscuits. And I want you to be tasting either the tequila or maybe you've jumped into the wine. But everything should play a little bit of fun on your palate. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. You want to dance. Everything wants to dance on your palate. So that's what I'm hoping that it's doing for you tonight.
Great. What a great start. Thank you, Lenore.
You are so welcome. My pleasure.
Ciao a tutti. Buonasera. You guys probably didn't know I speak a little bit of Italian, but tonight you guys are enjoying a heck of a wine. It's called Dolcetto d'Alba from Italia, which I call almost like my second home. I love it over there. I would like to introduce Francesco Portello, but before we play the video, I would like to thank Palm Bay and also RNDC from Palm Bay, Melanie, for helping us secure this wine. So without further ado, I would like to pass it on to Francesco Portello to speak about the beautiful, tasteful.
I love Francesco. I'm in love with Francesco, aren't you? Wait till you see him. You're going to be in love with him.
Italian, love it.
We're going to Italy. Let's go.
Buonasera a tutti and welcome. I hope you're ready for an amazing night we have to thank UCO for organizing this amazing event that is for a very good cause. And also, I have to thank Palm Bay Imports for bringing our wines to the United States. My name is Francesco Portello, and I am the brand ambassador for Battasiolo here in the Americas. And tonight, I'm gonna help you with this amazing wine that you have on your table. I'm gonna try to explain a little bit for where it's coming from and what its tasting buds are, so I'm gonna help you on that. As you can hear, I'm 100% Italian, so I hope everybody's gonna understand me. I'm gonna try to go slow and be very clear. So Battasiolo, who's Battasiolo? Battasiolo is a family-owned business. It's already a 3-generation business that has more than 128 hectares of land in Piemonte, in Piedmont. Where is Piedmont? Where is Piemonte? Where is Battasiolo? Battasiolo and Piemonte is a region in the north of Italy, is the northwest side, and it's a region that is mostly hills and mountain, is not touched by any water, the region, and the really important weather is what? Is that autumn and winter is really cold and actually pretty long, and most in the top of the hills, most of the time, is actually snowing a lot during winter time. And then the springs and the summer are very warm, very hot, and very humid. So this what helps. This helps all of the vineyards, all of the vines to have the roots of the wines to go really, really deep under the soil and take all the special flavors that the land can offer you. Piemonte is famous mostly for what? For Barolo, the Barolo wine that is made with the Nebbiolo grapes, and also is famous for the white truffles. White truffles that you can find usually at the end of the year from October to January. But let's go right into our wine that we have here and is ready for our main course. We have Dolcetto d'Alba. Dolcetto d'Alba is a word dolcetto that means sweet. But I'm sure that I'm going to tell you that when we're going to do the tasting, this wine has everything at the nose that is nothing but sweet. But the name Dolcetto, actually, if you want to translate it in English, it means sweet, little sweet means. This wine, Dolcetto d'Alba, is a fresh and young wine. As you can see from the color, there is a really medium ruby that is important to see especially for young wines, as you can see from the color. This wine, if we want to go and give a little swirl and at the nose, right away there's nothing sweet over here. This wine, as we can get at the nose, has a lot of fruit, and that's the sweet part. And at the same time has a lot of spices. Here we have white pepper, black peppers, and from the fruit side, at the nose we can have strawberry, red fruit, dry plums. We can have all of these kind of fruit, but they're really on a perfect taste with the spices. In fact, if you taste your wine, you can taste what? It's a very dry wine, a medium intense wine, and it's a wine that confirms all of the flavors that we find out of the nose, but especially mostly the fruit with all of the spices. We have a little bit of cinnamon too, a little bit of nutmeg. Those are all the things that I could get from this wine. This wine is a perfect wine for our meals, that is everyday meals. It's the one that goes perfect with all of the sauces, red sauces, white sauces, pasta, risotto. So it's the wine that we want to call it in Italy, kind of like our house wine, that is almost every time on the table of the Italian people. Signori, Thank you very much for listening. I hope you're going to have a good night. And please don't hesitate to contact us or ask us any question about the wine or about Battasiello. Thank you. Ciao a tutti, buona serata.
Grazie, Francesco.
David, you're working. That Italian's just working for you.
Doing well. It's doing well.
Lenore, you're mute. You're on. You're muted. We can't hear you.
I'm in love with him.
Yes.
Can you hear me now? I'm in love with him. Francesco, bene. Come on. The most delicious wine, the Dolcetta. Fabulous.
Very good. Okay, Lenore, can you lead us, please?
Are we ready to go into our entree?
I think we should first start with a toast.
I agree. I totally agree. I totally agree. Well, first and foremost, let me say that I believe that there's a birthday in the house. I think there's a birthday in the house, and I think her name is Linda Sue Marsh. Could that be?
Yes, it is. I actually delivered.
Okay, happy birthday, Linda Sue. Thank you so much.
Cheers to you, Linda Sue.
Cheers, salute.
And if there's any other birthdays in the house that we have missed, we have not missed you with maybe recognition, but we certainly come to you with love.
Yes.
Absolutely. All right, so let's have a toast before we start our evening off. And to UCO, first and foremost, because that is what has brought us all together tonight. Mm-hmm. And we are challenged, but we are forthcoming in what we can do and we can provide. And we never say no and we never close, right? We make it all happen. But here together, let us toast. Here is to new friends, becoming old friends, becoming better friends. To UCO.
Salute.
Cheers. Salute.
I would like to thank, first of all, we wouldn't be drinking this wine tonight if it wasn't for RNDC, Republic National Distributing Company. They've been huge supporters for us for over close to 40 years. They support all of our events, Buen Provecho Miami, our chef tasting, and they're our presenting sponsor for our golf tournament. They're truly amazing, amazing people. Thank you, RNDC. Thank you to our special events director over there, Roxana Garcia, and Mark Rager. I know, Mark, you can't be on today, but thank you for everything. And without further ado, I would like to pass it on to Roxana Garcia from RNDC.
Roxanne, thank you for joining us.
Hey!
Hi, Roxana. Before we get started, I wanted to just make a point that all of this wine and all of that tequila, 100% donated to UCO. That is amazing. Amazing. Thank you. Thank you, Roxana.
I love your wine. It's going to be my new house wine.
Roxy, you got to unmute yourself.
Roxana. They said, Lenore, that this is a great table wine in Italy. That's what they use for their table wine. I think I might be with you.
You're right. Can you hear me? Table wine that you drink every day.
Can you hear me now?
No, we're not. We don't drink just at night. We drink during the day. So from lunch through the dinner, this is a great table wine. I think it's delicious.
Thank you, Chef. I'm glad you like it. I'm thrilled to hear it's going to be your new house wine.
It's going to be my new house wine. Absolutely.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Roxana Garcia, and I'm with Republic National Distributing Company. We're a national wholesaler of fine wine and spirits. On behalf of our fine supplier partners, Proximo Spirits, who donated the 1800 tequila, and Palm Bay National, who donated this lovely wine, we want to thank you for participating in this evening's event. I hope you enjoy the libations we've provided and this lovely meal that Chef Lenore provided for you. It's thanks to all of you that we can come together and support UCO. So cheers to all of you and your health.
Yay! Cheers! Cheers, cheers, cheers. Toast.
I think we're ready for some main course. What do you think?
Listen, I'm definitely ready for some main course because I took all of this beautiful wine that Roxanne had donated to me, and I took it, and I think we had almost 2 cases that I reduced down. And I'm talking opening that cork, bottling, putting it in the pot, reducing it down to this beautiful thick consistency. And that is what we made the sauce with. So we have a braised beef with the dolcetta d'alba wine sauce, cipollini onions, roasted tomatoes. We have a wild mushroom and fontina gnocchi. Now, when you're talking about where does the dolcetta come from, it's Piemonte. Piemonte is an incredible Italian. You're in Italy, so Piemonte is what you think about when you want to embrace the richness, right? The richness of the wine and beef. Beef is something that the Piemonte region is known for. So the braised beef with this beautiful dolcetta wine reduced down, and we cooked it for hours, and I mean hours, hours and hours and hours, slow and low with all the things that could make it delicious, like the carrots and the onions and the celery and the bay leaves. Cooked it down, down, down. And then we let it sit. We let it rest. Because it has to rest because it infuses all the flavors of the wine sauce into the beef. And Piemonte is known for its beef.
Nice.
We have the beef, the braised beef. Then we have the wild mushroom and the fontina cheese gnocchi. Now, what Piemonte is known for is its gnocchi. Gnocchi in Piemonte is macaroni, which means pasta. So gnocchi with the fontina cheese, rich, delicious, buttery cheese, wild mushrooms, which is kind of a play on the truffles that Piemonte is known for. And then we have the roasted vegetables, just roasted with sea salt and thyme and extra virgin olive oil. And then we have a tomato Provençal, the tomato with the croutons that are ground up with the cheese and the lemon and the herbs and the spices, all play for you this beautiful plate that should be deliciously consumed with this dolcetta d'alba. And that is the Italian way that we eat every day. Tonight, it's a special occasion. But if we go to Italy, this is the way they eat every day. So this is what I wanted to bring to you, this delicious Italian everyday way of cooking. But tonight, it's a special occasion because we give back to UCO. My pleasure. Thank you so much.
Excellent. Lenore, thank you. And also thank you we do have vegetarians out there, and you made special meals for them. And can you just, for a little bit, talk about them because they are just as good? I know I got one.
Vegetarian meals, we did a filo, a beautiful little filo with spinach and ricotta. It wasn't vegan, but it was vegetarian, so we could do the cheese. So we had the filo with the little bit of spinach and the ricotta and the mozzarella and the parmesan, the reggiano, and we just made that as for them.
Amazing.
The pairings were spot on. They were lovely.
Good, good, good.
Thank you, thank you. We have one more special guest that I want to introduce to you, and his name, and he's there with us now. Hi, JP.
Hi, everyone.
Hey, JP.
How's it going? Yours?
It's good now that you're on. JP Harvest, I'm just thrilled to him. It's funny because JP will talk a little bit about that, but he started, he's a great friend of UCO's, but it didn't start that way. He was a consultant for us and did some work for us, and we have a great story about that. But JP is an award-winning broadcast journalist who spent 13 years investigating, reporting, and writing headline stories. He is a senior brand journalist and publicist of Brand Story Communications. And he's also known as one of the country's premier news media relations strategists, media trainers, and leader in content marketing. JP, you have a gift. I've seen it hundreds of times for the videos that you've done for UCO, but you have a gift for storytelling through film and words. And we're honored to call you our friend, and welcome.
I really appreciate that, and I appreciate the invitation tonight. You know that any good storyteller knows that it starts with the characters, and the characters of these stories are the amazing people of United Community Options, from the volunteers.
Are you calling us characters?
That's right. Well, hey, you gotta have some character, right? I mean, you know, this helps with character too, but I'm just saying generally the character at the office, so to speak. But you know, Pat, as you know, and Melissa knows, and I think David knows as well, you know, throughout my life, I never really had a close relationship with a person with intellectual or developmental disabilities or their families. So you guys, I was blessed that you guys hired my agency to do all these video productions to tell the stories of UCO, because I got to have this wonderful contact with volunteers and executives and board members, and of course everything from the young kids in the school from 6, 7, 8 years old to some of the adults and some of the parents who have their children going to the schools. And it's an amazing opportunity to get to know all different perspectives of all the many ways that United Community Options help folks. And I want to share one story with everybody tonight. And it's called Sophie's Story. And it's about a charming, lovely, intelligent, funny, inspiring young woman who's also very powerful. Yes, check this out.
I love Taekwondo. I train almost every day. I just compete all over the world. Whether I lose or win, I gain experience. My ultimate goal is the Paralympics. I have CP. I'm a left hemiplegic. Yes, I have a disability, but I live as if I don't have one. My family also pushed me. Doesn't matter if there is a different way, that you have to do it that way. I don't think my life would be the same if I didn't have UCO, because at first my parents didn't know anything about CP. Feels like home. Sophie, look at you!
It's exciting for her to come back and for her to be in an environment where it all started.
When you have a kid that you don't know what's going to develop in the future, you have more questions than answers.
She didn't want to use her limbs, that didn't work like the other ones. Kids with developmental disabilities in their families, they don't have the skills to know that they can have a life without limits. And Sophie's a pure example of someone living a life without limits.
Now when I see her, I can't believe that she's getting on that kind of competition. I would love to be an inspiration to other people.
Sophie's really a hero in my book for all the obstacles she's kicked down.
UCO does help kick through the obstacles for kids with disabilities or challenges.
This agency is a foundation for many kids that don't have opportunities. We are their only opportunity. So we need the support to continue to do what we do and continue to help more Sophies in the world reach their goals, reach their dreams.
So I have, Sophie's amazing. I have 3 children, 3 boys, twin 4-year-olds and a 7-year-old. And I'm blessed that they don't face the challenges that Sophie does or so many people who UCO supports. But when I show them inspiring athletes and inspiring people, you know, I love my Miami Heat players and Miami Dolphin players and my Florida Gators. Show them that video. I'm going to tell them that story to lift them up. And it's only a microcosm of hundreds of stories at UCO that you guys do an amazing job. And Pat, you said it best, and this is why people need to support UCO. Do it tonight. It's a life without limits. And there is no ceiling when a child, an adult walks through the door at UCO. That ceiling is never there. It's about taking what somebody has and seeing how far they can go. And the ceiling will never exist, Pat.
I love the way you say that because, you know, Sophie is a world-class athlete. Someone else that may be living in their own apartment. Someone else that may be potty training. It might be learning words, but everyone can live a life without limits. And I'm just happy to be part of this organization. And Sophie's just one example of thousands and thousands of people helped over the years. And events like this help us continue to do what we do. So thank you, JP. And I must say, JP has probably, you've gotten to really the inside of UCO because you asked the question, what does UCO mean to me? Like she asked probably from 3-year-olds up to our 82-year-old residents in our group homes, ask them what UCO means to them. And you interviewed all those people, and that's another show, that's another day, but it's amazing what the answers were, and that's how you got the inside scoop on who we are and what we do.
Yeah, and if I may, the amazing thing is, you know, you could see that maybe there were 2 or 3 different answers. It's something different to almost everyone. And that speaks to not only the different types of needs out there, but also the different impacts that UCO and the folks who support UCO can have on the population that UCO helps so much. So what you guys do is incredible, and the foundation of it is folks who are watching at home and anybody else who share it with who's willing to support UCO tonight and in the future.
I think that, thank you, and I think the bottom line is we help build lives every day. Every day. So what a pleasure to have you, JP. You are a very, hold a special place with UCO, and you've put our story to life through your videos and through your storytelling, so thank you.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you, thank you. Thank you. Now, I do have to ask you, Pat, the next production shoot, is it inappropriate for us to bring the wine? Or is that okay? That's the creativity, Lenore?
Hey, it's
Lenore,
a house
I'm sure you're right with that.
It's a house wine. You're supposed to have it every day, they said. So yeah, we're good.
Right.
David, can you share with us a little bit more about our auctions and how's that going?
Definitely, our auction. I was just checking, just peeking, seeing what items I might even bid on. But several bids have been coming in. Thank you to all those that have bid. You know, all of our participants and attendees tonight. It's not too late. I hope keep drinking more and keep bidding. For all those wondering when are they gonna, if they win something, when are they gonna get their item? We plan on closing the auction this evening. So Monday morning, myself, I'll be in the office. We'll be reaching out to you guys individually and getting the best address, and we will arrange pickup, and whether it's a big item or arrange mailing it out directly to you. Also, as I mentioned earlier in the evening, if you guys would like to make any monetary donation to UCO, please text donate.uco to 77948. Again, that's donate.uco to 77948. Anyone will help.
All right. Thank you, David.
And Pat, if I can real quick, while everybody is drinking, this is really the best time to donate. You know, it might further inspire what can and should be done. So, cheers. Salud.
Cheers. Salud. Cheers.
Cheers.
And while we're doing that, I think it might be time for some dessert, Lenore. Yeah. Lenore, we can't hear you.
Well, the dessert will leave us speechless.
Lenore, we're consistent at least with that.
Hey, in this virtual world, you know, it happens.
Hey, we're rookies, but we're finding our way here. We're going to be able to hear Lenore in a minute. That's not going to stop us from eating all those desserts, Lenore.
It's been incredible.
There you are.
Yeah.
Hey.
I've been teasing you about that dessert this whole night. And I have some personal people that have texted me that they have already started with dessert. But that's not a bad thing because you know we are all adults and we've always been told that we have to wait for dessert. But now that we can start with dessert, why not? Right? So here we are. Bitter sweet chocolate. Bittersweet chocolate. I mean, when you say that, doesn't it just have a sultry kind of feeling in your mouth, in your ideas, in your palate? Sultry, bittersweet chocolate. So a chocolate cake with a sea salt caramel.
Yum.
Caramel. And that takes you to that buttery richness. So you have a beautiful chocolate, bittersweet, sea salt caramel with some berries. We've got strawberries, we've got blueberries, we've got raspberries, we've got blackberries. And all of those things, all of those fruit flavors are predominant in our wine. But you've probably been drinking the wine so you don't really have any left for your dessert, right? You can imagine.
Right.
You can just imagine that.
Lenore, is the question, do you want to drink your berries or do you want to eat your berries?
I think you want to kind of mix it all up and make it happen together. So you've got the chocolate, which is rich and deep and umami in the flavor profile. Umami means actually an earthy flavor. So that's what you have with the chocolate. And then the wine, which supports that, is the unami, which is the really richness of the fruits and the flavor. And then you have the caramel sauce and the sea salt, which gives you that little bit of bitter and sweet together. And then the berries, which are just pop, pop, pop of freshness.
Nice.
It's a lot to digest, I know, and it's a mouthful, but I think that I know that you can all do it. So just eat, drink, berry, right? Exactly.
Yes.
Love that. Love that.
Love it. Love it. And we love all you guys for participating with us tonight. Golly, what a night. And unfortunately, we got to wrap it up, folks.
Yeah.
No, I don't want to. I want to continue.
I know.
Let's do it again next week.
Next week is good.
And we'll do a fourth course. We'll do 4 courses.
There you go. Well, UCO certainly appreciates everyone's participation. Like I said, we were expecting about 100 dinners, and then, okay, we went up to 125, and then we went up to 150.
I'm gonna interject right here, and that when we originally talked, that it was like, okay, I hope that we can get 50 dinners. I'm gonna take you back there.
That's true.
That's true.
That is so true, right? I hope that we can get 50 dinners, and here we are, 150 plus dinners.
And if we didn't stop the dinners, which we had to because we had to deliver them, you had to make them, we could have had well over 200. So I wish again. We should definitely do it again. You know, with everyone's support, we're helping build lives. We are creating a community where people are seen for their abilities and not their just disabilities. And we hope the world can be like that, and that we can support one another and support people with developmental disabilities and help make their dreams come true. So thank you three.
Pat, that is so amazing, and that is really true. We are supporting the possibilities.
Yes.
There are no possibilities. We are supporting the possibilities, and that is exactly what you do.
And thank you, because a lot of people with developmental disabilities don't realize they have possibilities, and UCO just does that. It gives them the opportunity to have possibilities and make dreams come true. So because of everybody and your support, we're able to continue what we do. We thank you. Any last words, JP?
Remember, everybody, that the sponsorships are still open. Donate, and I want to thank everybody here for allowing me to kind of jump in, and excellent food, excellent wine, excellent company. I hope everybody at home undoubtedly is enjoying it as well. And Pat, thank you for everything you do, overseeing an organization that you merely have to touch to be inspired.
Thank you. Thank you.
I just want to know something. Can we keep bidding? How's the going? Can we bid it?
Like I said earlier, we're going to keep the auction on till the end of this evening. So tomorrow morning, we're going to close it down. So whoever won their items Monday morning, I will be reaching out to you respectively, and we will coordinate how to get you those items. If it's a flat,
I'm really busy in the kitchen, so I haven't had an opportunity. I want to go on right now.
You know what? Me neither. I'm going on there. David, there's some cool sports memorabilia. I got to get on there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know your husband likes sports.
Right up your alley. Pat, that is right up your alley. Get on there. Bid, bid, bid. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's make it happen. And this is for UCO, and this is a community-spirited program that is going to help each and every one of us, because we are giving back. And that is my promise and my passion and my pleasure for all of you.
Thank you, Lenore. Thank you.
Thank you, Lenore. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts, and thank all of you for being with us tonight. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Thanks again. We love everybody. Take care.
All right.